It is always a thing of joy when we have answers to our prayers. And today we're going to be continuing with our series, Why Your Prayers Aren't Being Answered. Psalm 91 and the very first verse tells us, He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. This is only one of the many promises captured in Psalm 91. And this is for those who dwell in the secret place of the Most High. Verse 15 of this same chapter tells us that whenever we call upon the name of the Lord, He will hear and He will answer. And of course, this is for the one who is dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. And of course, the next question would be, but where is the secret place of the Most High? When we turn to Isaiah chapter 57 and the 15th verse, it says, For thus saith the high and lofty one, who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place with him who has a contrite and humble spirit. And this is just so amazing. The Lord God Almighty, He dwells in the holy place, the high and lofty one. Heaven is His throne and the earth is His footstool. Yet He dwells with the one who has a contrite and a humble spirit. And there you have a secret right there. One preacher once said, God is addicted to the humble. Scriptures tells us God resists the proud, but He gives grace unto the humble. I'm going to show you an example of a humble man. In Luke chapter 18, from verse 9 to the 14th verse, we have a publican and a Pharisee. Both of them are in church. Also, Jesus speaking, He spoke this parable to some who trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others. Two men went up to the temple. They went to church and they went to pray. One was a Pharisee and the other, some translations say a publican. This particular one says a tax collector. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank you that I am not like other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this tax collector or this publican. I fast twice a week. I give tithes to all that I possess. And the tax collector, standing afar off, would not as much as raise his eyes to heaven. See the difference? Yes. But beat his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. Jesus continued, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. So, if you want your prayers to be heard, we must maintain a spirit of humility. God gives grace unto the humble, but he resists the proud. And in your own time, you can go over these scriptures again. Psalm 91, Isaiah 57, and the 15th verse. And you could read the preceding verses as well. And this parable of the tax collector and the Pharisee in Luke chapter 8. Thank you once again for listening. God bless you.